I'm again, like, I was just impressed with Annihilation as I was Ray, because he obviously pulled off the ace, but he was always seeming to put himself in these like really good positions to get like these multi frags and score. Another player that we can't really talk to, or just can't talk highly enough about, is able to top
Mhm.
frag for his team, is able to pick up the secondary out for them, and they'll be starting off on the CT side here. So Lucid Dream choosing the T side on this map. And well, for their sake, they better have something prepared, or they're going to be looking at the first loss in this group stage.
Yeah, not a nice way to open it, although D13 will be pretty happy to come in with an opening win. One map away from doing it now. We saw Rate 29 kills in the previous score on 28. And Annihilation just behind on 23, but with some of the highest impact frags that we've seen. I mean, at least 10 left 3 of the rounds into their favor. Oh, that's an awkward tag straight away. Tamer needs to get out of this position. He's just going to be pre-fired by the Glocks. Not a chance. And now the B site completely locked out with just one smoke.
Do have the kit, though. Mr. Cap's going to have that one. He's going to be coming in from the kitchen. And bomb's going to go down. So into the 4-on-4. They have the flank coming through, but Annihilation should be expected. There was a CZ that was picked up initially, but Tamir, I don't know. It wasn't recovered for the T side, so maybe they didn't want it, or maybe they didn't see it. As Rate's going to push in and get his kill. He gets a second, and again, the man I was just talking about pulls off 2 kills. Score gets the final one, and that was a damn clear retake. Clean retake. Clean and clear.
The side is clear, and the round was clean. As D13 now 3 for 3 in pistol rounds. They've been doing pretty well on them. For Lucid Dream, it's got to be a little bit upsetting. You see, when you're winning these pistols, you're able to put yourself into a nice little boost at the very start of the round. The difference here on the T side is that they've gotten a bomb plant. And with that, they can actually force buy up and end up in a pretty decent position. We've mentioned this a couple of times throughout the day, and I expect to see nothing less from Lucid Dream. They've got an AK, 2 AKs actually, in the possession of Fox and PTC. No, John Olsen's the one taking it. Well, okay. As I mentioned, he can be another player you can look to step it up, and has done throughout the road to Rio. But Fox not having a rifle is always that's an awkward nade, is always a little bit dangerous. 7 comes through, deagling out Score in the connector, and on the back of his headshot hit, he gets the AK, because he's the better aimer, not because John Olsen's 26 health.
That's why I always give my guns away.
Because
they're the better aimer.
Yeah.
I'm more of a support player. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, bro, you're 5 HP. Take the AK. You hit a headshot today.
Maybe rotating the bomb back towards the ace side, it looks like, though. Annihilation and Rate both going to be here. Not 2 players I want to deal with after seeing them on fire in the last map, but at least for their sake, Annihilation has rotated over towards connectors, so they will have an opportunity to get in towards the site. Got 1 smoke, though, at least left. CT, stairs, jungle. I'm going to be closed off, and I like Rate's position. Especially if you can drop, 1 or 2 of these AKs, it would be ideal. Annihilation gets the first. They're not spying out Ray. He jumps up. He gets a spray down onto PTC, and I love this play. He backs away instead of sticking around for more. They realize they want to take this round cleanly since the other team has invested into this. And they're playing it smart. Fox coming in from behind, though. I don't think he's going to be spotted.
Oh, no, just goes for the body. At least he capitalizes. No one can punish him before he gets the rifle, but he's running forward with the deagle out. Why not? He's hitting all his shots, and Rate left on 24 health. Oh, they didn't break open the girder. He's going to go straight on through it. Leaf on full health. It's doable. Leaf's got a rifle on full health. This has to be a headshot from Rate immediately. He's looking to find the head peeking up above. He spotted it for just a second. Now spotted both of them. Tapping away. Landing the first on Leaf. Goes for the spray. That was a really nice attempt. But Fox on a deagle with, what, a 3K in that round? That's 1-1. And the force buy, that's the benefit of getting the bomb plant in round number 1.
Yeah, and we kind of questioned Fox's initial shot with the deagle right in the body as he flanked the man stairs, but it worked out in the end for him. I think it was Leaf getting the kill on Mr. Cap that really solidified that round victory, though, because they still had a player towards Ticket. If you remember at the beginning, Ray jumped up and then he backed away around towards CT spawn, and Mr. Cap took up his angle. Yeah, you can see there in the last few seconds. If Mr. Cap doesn't go down, if Leaf doesn't connect that shot, I don't think Lucid Dream would have won that round. Ooh, Score. Flashbang comes through, hits the shots. Not the weapon he wanted, but still a kill and a weapon nonetheless. And 789 is going to come down from the push and towards mid to close that out. What? Did he see him through this? Was there a hole?
I'm not 100% sure. That's a very awkward way to start this one off, though, for D13. Having invested so much, they wanted to be able to walk through with at least a convincing start. And although they get one kill, their rates immediately traded out. The SMG looking to farm some money. Leaf's waiting for his teammates, though. It's the right call in case they were still stacked up on the A site, but you've seen Annihilation start to push top mid, so it's free, it's open, and a bomb plant should be found.
Well, I would say this should be done and dusted, but we do see a Deagle left for Annihilation. One thing I've learned when it comes to Agent CS, don't doubt the Deagles. Be pushing up towards stairs. Bomb will be planted.
Bomb has been planted.
Check out towards Palace, and there's gonna be 2 players in towards side. He does connect the shot onto John Olsen. Unfortunately, it's into not his head. I don't know exactly where it hit, but speaking of heads, there you go. Mr. Cat gets that first one done. Gonna be running out of bullets down to the last shot, and he will be overrun by Leaf. So there we go, 2-1 for Lucid Dream. Not a bad start considering, like you said before, they've lost 3 out of 3 pistol rounds.
Yeah, this is the first time they've really been able to bounce back into it so quickly. Previously, it was they at least lost the 2 rounds because they ecoed on their CT side and then won the full buy, immediately got reset afterwards. So it was when they came up against the bonus. It's just the early halves have been so terrible for them, or were over on train. Out of the first 5 rounds, they were guaranteed to win like 1, at least on their CT side. They push straight out of ramp. Oh no, right into the pistol of Score, who does so much damage. PTC on 9 health. Really, he has to avoid any further fights. He's going to be the one planting the bomb and hopefully staying alive. They have no nade to lob in, so they've got to do it with just their pistols. And the rest of the team should be able to focus on these fights. As PTC, you can see, is just sitting tightly on the bomb, not wanting to die and lose the armor and the rifle he's got.
Okay, well that was a little bit awkward at first. Mr. Olsen will close it out though.
1 HP.
Yeah, I mean, he's still alive. He's still breathing.
There you go.
Worked out for him.
He's been to the medic. He's all patched up.
Well, this is where we're going to find at least though how D13 on the weapons on the buy round are going to do up against the buy round for Lucid. I mean, last time we did see it, obviously they lost it, but that wasn't necessarily like a full buy across the board. But no op here, Lucid Dream. I wonder how early we will see it, if at all. I think it kind of depends on how this game does continue to go, if they start to struggle dealing with the defense at a D13 or not. Well, they're starting to build up a bank for PTC up to 4K. Oh, the flash again. Comes in through the smoke. Sprays onto the first. And yeah, a little bit of an awkward spot to fight in. Has at least Tamir there to back him up. I'm not going to expect him to be here, so that's the bomb now down. It falls forward. I don't know how. Rectangle shouldn't be able to roll. And he gets a second kill. Eventually going to be sprayed down by Leaf, however.
Annihilation, a man that can win these clutches when he's given the opportunities. Mollied off for now, so there's no route out the door, but he's just waiting for a peek. I see Fox getting itchy, wanting to move, and what a shot by Annihilation! 1 more left. Leaf towards short. He hasn't got the info, though. 20 seconds on the clock. No kit. Perhaps there's one out on the site for him, but there's a few bullets waiting as well, as Leaf takes him down. Doesn't save the AWP, interestingly. They've got the money to buy one, but I presume then they won't be. Just taking the full AK setup yet again. And with a 4-1 lead, Lucid Dreamer starting this one out very well. Now just up against the pistols.
I mean, I remember seeing a Blood tweet earlier on about Annihilation. Wouldn't be surprised to see him in some top Asian CS teams, and for good reason. And the shots he's hitting, even though he's only on 2 kills at the moment, can be such an explosive player and won't score. Gonna be burned down just a little tad bit. They do have 2 deagles. They're going for kind of a standard strategy here, so it could be not paying too much attention towards the A site. Our eyes turn more towards connector. It looks like there was a little bit of a hole there. I wondered before with the CZ, right? And it looks like there was an angle they were taking advantage of.
Fox has at least spotted that CZ coming up close. The second player in the apartments as well. They're getting a read on that aggression. The decision making here will be put to the test. They've seen 2 players pushing B apartments, but that usually you will presume there's one towards short. And so A seems to be the weaker side. But in this instance, D13 have started to rotate to A. They had nobody short. It was their full B stack that was spotted. But after finding that kill on the CZ, they decide they do want to hit B. Where at the moment, only one player awaits. They've cleaned up the majority with middle completely open for the taking. They can split down through short. Annihilation with the USP and connector will be dealt with in just a second. But Mr. Cap's still undetected. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the jump on anyone because they've decided to go A. There's been a couple different changes of direction in this round, but all for the better, really. They never overcommitted.
And you can see like the health of PTC and Fox. And PTC initially was the one leading the charge in towards that B side. You imagine there might be a world where he pushes in first, he falls, and then just maybe one lucky shot onto Mr. Cap onto whoever was bringing the bomb over. That could have actually been a round win for the side of D13. And again, the pistols are doing some serious work. 2 kills coming through. Gonna rescue an AK. However, being able to maintain it here might be a different story. So he's got 17 seconds left to survive for. I don't know if you push this either, because you don't really have the best of money on the side of Lucid Dream, and they're going to be able to... Well, they actually... Score's going to be in a tough position next round. Yeah, worst case, you let 1 AK... Oh, that was actually really close at first. You let 1 AK go, and the money's going to be there here now for D13, but a good streak going for Lucid Dream. I don't think we've seen them as dominating on train as we've seen it here.
Well, this is what happens when the team's a little bit more comfortable, but I wouldn't be fooled about this early start just yet. This is what the second convincing full buy we've seen come through for D13 Annihilation with an AWP. They've still only got 1 kit to work around, burning up a lot of their utility early on as well, moving in towards the ramp. Rate's got his molly down, but look at this. The movement towards the B site. There's a heavy stack from D13 here. This could be a mistake. Lucid Dreams, though, slow down the pace. They move to middle. They've left the bomb outside of ramp. They're starting to make presence in B, making the steps, and then going in for this late A split, completely dragging. The rotates are cementing the players that are towards B. They've lost 1 in connector, but look who's coming up behind. 789 in a great position towards the jungle. All they have to do now is deal with Rate. They've cleared out Underwood in just a second as the molly fades. Do they check their close right? Yes, they do. And the A site is all for the T side. That was a really nice round in the early stages. Now they just need to win out those post plants or even get the bomb down. Score lights Leaf to 22 health and stops the bomb plant indeed.
Bomb has been planted.
Well, down eventually, but Score trying to push in. Not a second. I think if they maybe waited for Tamir, but I think Tamir had been spotted flanking around the back, and Mr. Cap with 24 health has no chance. 789. The position he was in towards jungle was just so much... was just so much information. And also so much threat against the D13 side, and well, he'll get the kill onto him. He'll get the AK. But he's gonna be flanked from behind. He's got a man towards window. I don't know how he escapes with this gun unless he hits some sick shots. And yeah, he won't have a chance here. Lucid Dream, 6-1. They're building up a lot of momentum here, and again, they don't really need to invest into the op play because they're playing faster than that.
I did like the early strategy in the round. They made a lot of steps towards B. The idea there was to drag rotates, but D13 had obviously already stacked it. But it kept those players in position. Then they send 1 forward, 2 through underpass, boost into the window. So quickly, it turns from lots of steps B into 4 players A. And I think those players completely caught off guard. Right up close was trying to do something. And here's Fox coming up on the drone.
Sneaky drone. Sneaky, sneaky drone.
The 1 Deeg, 3 Desert Eagle kills. That's quite a lot lower than we're used to seeing at this stage of a game, Kaplan, in all honesty.
I mean, especially when it comes to this region in CS. But we're going back into next round. Score's going to have the op. Been relatively quiet. Haven't had too many opportunities to use this weapon, unfortunately. So maybe going for the connector hold. And we haven't really seen too much short play out of Lucid Dream, except Score's going to be waiting for the angle in 789. Well, he's going to clear him out of that fight right away. And we're, 30 seconds in, and we already have a 2, now 3-man advantage here for Lucid Dream. I mean, albeit it is just pistols, but still so dominating out of them. I mean, they're just winning the flat-out aim battles, which is something I feel like was hard to say too often on train. But this definitely seems like a map they're more comfortable on.
Oh my god, I've literally never seen worse timing in my life. God, Leaf literally watched that the whole round. And the second, not even the second, I'd say it was down to the fraction of a second that he turned his head. Boom! Deagle peeks you. Man, he's got to be so annoyed. That's an AWP and an AK save for D13 now. All in all, the round is turned into an okay situation for them, considering where they were 20 seconds ago.
I always get so frustrated seeing timing like that happen.
So you did everything right this whole round, and there was like a 0.5 second window where he's not looking anymore, but he's not actually down the ramp all the way. It's just the tiniest little window where he's vulnerable, and that's when he gets peaked. It's the worst case.
Still win the round though, so I wouldn't be complaining.
Well, if you were Leaf, you definitely would, Jason. I've played with you. You'd still be.
We've never played together.
We've played Siege.
No.
No one's ever killed you legitimately.
I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing.
All right, okay.
It can't count as playing if we're against cheaters the whole time.
So you've never played a game in your life, no?
Never played a game in my life.
It's just all cheaters.
Hardly ever find anyone legit against me.
Only in the 16-0 games.
No, because then I think there's cheaters on my team.
Oh,
I'm not the one top fragging.
I see.
Seems like D13 just kind of going back to what they've been trying, and honestly, what hasn't been working. Look at 789. He's run straight up short. There's no way they'd expect him to be here. He's even in towards kitchen to get the information play, and yeah, smokes down. Quickly take this B side, and this is, well, lack of a better word, it's just an annihilation.
Well, hey, see, they shouldn't have suspected him to be there either, because he actually ran down short, you'll notice, before the smoke had even touched the floor, never mind bloomed. So, like, that was crazy risky from 789. And something that if there's an opera in connector, if there's anyone in connector looking to mid, you are dead. You're not going to win that. Well, you're at least in a 50-50 aim duel, best case scenario. But instead, he made it up on short to kitchen before they had even thought about it being open. So that was a very impressive outcome, let's say. I don't necessarily like the strategy, but it worked and it looked good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I respect the like change in pace for teams quite a bit. Like just that random, I was just rush them. Like we've been playing so slow for the majority of the time. Maybe Leaf was tired of getting caught in these, you know, millisecond windows. But they still win the round and they're up 8-1. The thing is, like, looking over the course of the last games, if I wasn't here the last 2 days, I'd be like, all right, well, we're definitely going to a third map. But I still don't want to count D13 out just yet. Because we've seen so many teams on the T side of Mirage just put up some ridiculous numbers. And yet, when the other team swaps over, they start to struggle on CT. But this is also... I mean, these rounds aren't even really that close, if I'm honest. Or at least don't feel that close.
Oh, no, definitely. I mean, even in that last thing, it comes down to a 2v2 technically, but the round was already won. Yeah, it's just decent exits. Annihilation. 91.1% wasted bullets. Wow, that's not what I expect to see from the main man. That said, his weapon of choice with the AWP hasn't been deployed all that much, has it? As their money has been in the bin consistently. And I think this is maybe the 4th round off memory that he's had it. Right, nice opening there on the ramp. This could be the turnaround for D13.
They went for the rush up A ramp and they got flashed out. Chance here. Oh, I mean, a pretty damn good chance. 5-on-2. Sending PTC back in towards T spawn. They got the bomb near them. Is that actually in Palace or is it... Okay, it's on A ramp, I think. Oh, it's on him. Oh my god. I'm so blind. It's early. It's 3:20.
No matter what time it is, Jason's going to say it's early.
No. If it's like 6 p.m., then I'm good.
Now, that's like just after early, is it?
Yeah. It's like brunch time.
You need to fix your sleeping schedule, Jason, for an Asian tournament, I got to say.
I've been trying.
We got another 4 weeks.
I'm so tired at all the time. I mean, it's hard to break a schedule I've been on for, 20 years.
Oh, PTC. Okay. Get excited. But no, there's a second round for D13. They did it. So they've pushed back the very fast rush by Lucid Dream. And it feels like at this point, Lucid's strategy has been, for a couple rounds just to take it very quickly, blitz out, and see how it goes. And the Induels have consistently went their way. As we said, a lot of the rounds didn't come very close, and you can see that in the economy. There's still, even after investing into this round without a bomb plant, plenty for the T side. Amazing camera transition. If everyone's going B, pick up the bomb, please. Oh yeah, they're just going to set up for smokes here and then go back and pick it up. So presumably this is a late A hit, them leaving that behind, and it is. Look, all those smokes, you're calling for rotates. We need help B immediately. Mr. Cap's the only one holding it. If he falls, they should at least be two-man rotating. You got to deal with him, though. And Seven, so busy clearing all the angles and kitchen and up on top of the Ninja, they weren't able to stop him.
But Rate's still there. Smoke goes down. He's trying to play around it here. They're trying to actually push up against him. This could be big to just delay them. Hoping for the rotation to come back through, and they've been able to make their way in. Rate gets himself a kill. Unfortunately, they lose 2 players right after. Yeah, score, especially going down, is a big hinderment for them. Annihilation needs to hit the shots, and that's not going to be what they need. Mr. Cap has to push back in against 3 players. He's gifted the first 1v1. He has to worry about a player in towards middle, maybe coming up towards connector.
PTC has 10 health. Fox taking that 1v1 was incredibly risky. And Nade went into con as well. But PTC's able to tuck up close. Mr. Cap was clearing it. He should still be worried about that corner, though. He looks to the back, finds him. Now it's just a 1v1. He knows exactly where Fox is. Spotted his head a second ago. Right behind the box, the swing is out, but Fox good with the headshot. Connecting the round win just about 9-2. And that was a very complex... Look at the confidence that Lucid Dream have. You didn't see one round on Train that looked anywhere near as convincing, even just in the strategy they deployed, as what we're seeing right here. So why we're saying the game versus Invictus was close, and considering Train was decent, it's not too much of a surprise that they're able to at least show us this style. The fact that they're winning so convincingly, though, has caught me off guard. I mean, even when we were talking earlier, I'm saying I think Lucid Dream could win this map. I am expecting if they do that it would be at least double digits for D13, and especially considering that they got the pistol win. But then again, I suppose the pistol is irrelevant if you allow a bomb plant through and lose the second round. Then it doesn't really have the same weight.
I mean, we're seeing, D13 maybe start to do some new things. I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen someone being flashed in towards B apartments, and unluckily for him, there's gonna be no one there to pick off. And after what, 2 rounds in a row of Lucid Dream just rushing, or 3 rounds in a row, because they hit towards the A side, then this time they went for the fake. They decided to play slow, decided to play out the clock, and they're really keeping D13 on their toes. Like I honestly, the way they're playing Mirage is pretty spectacular. Spectacular.
You got there.
I said my words right.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's how flabbergasted I am.
Rate's been really solid at holding up close. He's lost Annihilation up behind him, and his teammates inside a smoke. Still dead. Never mind. Score tried to get up above, I think, on Ticket. And that was the end of his life. Rate's dead. That's a 5v2. What the hell's just happened? They had 3 players defending the A site. Rate amongst them. Good setup as well, and just one by one they fall. It's absolute mayhem.
I mean, I was saying before, we've seen a lot of T rounds on Mirage here in PAL 2020, but I don't know if we're going to see this many T rounds for D13. This is looking like a very tough comeback for them, as we're going to see double digits hit now for Lucid Dream. Tamir maybe can get a kill, but 1 kill is not going to save you this half, and 1 kill might not be the difference between finishing this in 2 and finishing this in 3, or maybe even losing it in 3. I mean, obviously, Nuke is the final map, and as you were saying before, like, kind of still think D13 are to win this, but you think it's going to be more of a 2-1. And maybe there's a chance Lucid Dream could still actually take this whole thing. Obviously, you said before, like, they banned Inferno. You thought they were going to leave that one in the pool. Maybe it's because they prepared something special for Nuke. Yeah. Maybe that's one of the maps that they knew they had to get ready for this tournament, and they left it in.
Well, at the end of the day, Jason, you look at their map pool, it's abysmal. They don't have anything. But again, only, this is the 13th map they've played, if I'm not incorrect, as a 5-man. So, or even as a 4-man. So, it's not surprising that they've got some surprises for us up their sleeve. A map that we'd look at and say, oh, they probably won't play that. They're not great on it. And then maybe they've put 100 hours into it in the last 2 months. You just don't know. This is a very risky play by Ray. He hears the nades go over. He's a little bit late on the peak. Finds one. Good discipline to just fall back immediately, playing around the smoke on the spray. And this is what we rely on from Ray. Into the molly you go, John Olsen. Get out of the server. That's what Ray's screaming at them as he finds a 3K on ramp and shuts this round down before it even starts.
You can't depend on that though, right? You can't depend on Rate to get 3 kills like that. Especially for these last 2 rounds. I mean, 3 rounds in total so far on the CT side of Mirage. I mean, we did see, what was it, 11-4? If I'm not mistaken, against Tigers just yesterday. Yeah, Bren, 11 rounds against them on T side. I mean, technically, it is doable to come back from this. But again, I want to see a little bit more. D13 have just looked discombobulated in a lot of these rounds. They've been maybe sometimes quick to rotate. Let's see. I mean, I'd say if they get the next 2 rounds, even if they just get the next round, I mean, technically it's going to be doable.
I mean, Jason, I'll be honest. The Mirage we're seeing from Lucid Dreams right now is so clean. It's way better than I was expecting. Even looking at, I've seen most of their last Mirage games, but they have refined this massively coming into this tournament. Oh, the nice little play by Score. He's up close. He's looking for something. Around the corner they go, and the spray down is good. A double. And that round is pretty much secured at this point. Leaf's got to win out of 1v3. We saw him do it on Train twice. 2 out of the first, I think, 3 or 4 rounds he found 2Ks. In a 1v2 clutch. 78 health, more than he had in that second one, in the 1v2 clutch he found where he was 70 health. So he's even more likely to win this one, but they're watching it. They've got the info. Oh, he realizes he's going to wait. Allow that guy to rotate. He might even pop a flash over and then go through underpass. He's hoping to bait the player into rotating through under. Oh, maybe not, because he pulls his knife out. Thing is, he's going to take so long. There's the fight and the round win, almost certainly. He's faked them out. They think he's going towards the A site. And indeed he is, through T-spawn. Leaf's confusing me. He's playing us all. And what a fantastic read. Is that a negative on the floor?
Yeah, I wanted to say that. I thought I just saw it. Maybe a little bit missed by.
Who spot that?
I'm assuming it was 789.
Maybe it was an M249. I'm not too sure of it.
Yeah.
Big ass gun. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Mr. Cap does have a kit. But Leaf's going to have the opportunity to play with the Molotov, the opportunity to play with the flashbang.
He's so smart, though.
At least Cap does have a smoke for the molly.
Oh, yeah, it's a negative. Good lads. Different misclick.
So, add that to our tally. Number of negatives bought, 1.
Could have good stat up there. The neg ever.
I mean, can I request stats like Blandinko did with the Deagle round wins?
I think there's a little bit more pointed.
Yeah, there's more sense to it. Taps it, take it out, push it to the smoke.
Wow.
Doesn't even see Leaf, and that will be Leaf clutching out 1v3.
Absolutely insane round, honestly. Every decision he made there was so damn good. I'm blown away. 11-3 is just, it's such, so we get in these positions where we're like, oh yeah, well they lost this buy round and they never got it rolling, and I mean they're just being manhandled. That's the only explanation for what we're seeing right now. They're just being outbrained, outskilled by Leaf in that 1v3. It's just insane, honestly. A D13 from the previous map to this, I think you definitely see that what happens when you punish pick somebody. You play a map that they've never played in officials before. You can absolutely dominate that. Even then, as I said, 16-10, they won both pistols. D13 definitely didn't dominate, per se. But when you go home to their comfort ground, oh boy, you're in trouble. Lucid Dreamer coming out to play.
There's no way they're expecting her to be here, will they? When the smoke comes in, so maybe they will now.
Definitely with that nade. He's got to go back. He's got to go to the B site. He's got to go to the B site. There we go.
789 playing a little bit of a lurk in towards connector. And Tamir is still going to hold this angle, however. Another smoke going to come in, so kind of reminding me of Inferno B site. Bomb's still in the hands of John Olsen towards B as well. Tamir going to be tagged up. Was that completely through a smoke? I think it was. He's down to 9 health, and now the rotation is going to come in. 789 gets the initial kill. The opening duel on towards the site. It's going to fall to Score, though, but Score's going to have so many more players to find. Flashbang out, but he doesn't expect the player to push out that far, that quickly, and John Olsen, yeah, he'll get the kill, and Score's gonna have to sit down and wait for the second half.
Bomb has been planted.
Take a seat and watch what Lucid Dreams can do. A 2 versus 2. The run out from Tamer's dead and low HP on Annihilation. That was just the most awkward fight I've ever seen with 3 people shooting at each other. But eventually it came to a close. And what a half by Lucid Dream. Now, Jason, you brought it up earlier that we often see the T side do really well. 100%. This is a little bit more than we'd expect. And D13 won the pistol. In terms of buy rounds, they were terrible. They won the pistol round. They managed to deflect an A rush with an aggressive play. And I think the other one was also a fast A play, right? It was when Rate pushed into ramp. So the 3 rounds they've won have been massive, well, one risky play by Lucid, a pistol round, and a really well-timed aggression, finding a gap in the defense as they smoke out. Other than that, they've lost every single round consistently, even when they had a 1v3.
A little of a side note, I feel like we needed to name these drones. I feel like we need some sort of name for them.
You're the creative one here. I'll let you come up with that.
Statty McStat Boy?
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not good with names.
If that's what you're feeling, Jason, I'll go with it.
My old alias was but I love you. Do you think I should be the one choosing the name of this awesome drone?
Most definitely not.
Yeah.
My old one was Ploiter, so I don't think I should be either.
All right. Well, we got Blah and Dinko. I think we're going to put it up to Dinko.
Yeah, I think he's got to win. All right, you've got till the end of this best of 3 to think about it, Dinko. We want your answer during the post-match segment.
I see 789 and Rate both with 1VXs. I wonder how many impact kills out of the ones they have are. I mean, Rate has 13. We talked about like the push up aggressively towards A ramp. I think that was a triple kill. So that was 3 high impact kills. But 789's had some like really good entry frags, like even just into the last round of the last half. Laning connector for the most part, and then just pushes straight in towards site and gets the first kill.
D13. Bomb plant secured. Smokes are down. Problem is now for the post plants, they've got 2 players without armor. They're going to have to land some crispy little shots. Score's been given the P250, which I completely agree with. This man was an absolute beast in a lot of the rounds previous. Mr. Cap, though, taken down immediately on the push through. But now Lucid Dream have got all the angles to clear. Absolutely no info on where the players are. Rate makes a bit of a push in through the jungle, so they know that. They found Score, already deleting him. That's the P250 drop. Now it's down to both players that don't have any armor, and it should be easy to connect. Rate manages to pick up one, even still, and another spraying in through the smoke. 7 on the defuse, but he's sticking it hard. 3 seconds left. The knife in the smoke, he's missing it all, and they've actually 10-second defused it inside the smoke. What an embarrassment of a map this is turning out to be for D13. At least they've gotten the bomb plant. At least, whatever consolation that is.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to that.
Oh, this is so cruel. This is so cruel. Why would you show this?
He looks like he was. Oh.
Why would you do this to him? He just comes out with a smoke knifing right into a gun. Perfect.
I mean, we've all had those moments, so we can't hate too much. I should just rush a straight up connector and... Oh, man. It's like a firing range there. Score walks into. Where did that dink come from?
That was through the wood behind him. So he only took 11 damage down from bottom mid.
Annihilation. The Deagles. They got the bomb in their hands. They've got kills too. And, well, it looks like this might work out for them. Leaf alone in the 1-on-3. He's able to clutch it out before. Can he do it again? I'm going to go down. Now, well, yeah, he's been taking too much damage. Annihilation gets 3 kills off of that round. So they're not done just yet here. I really hope Dinko has a good name.
Here comes Statty McStatboy, as Jason so eloquently named.
It was a temporary name.
46 nades used, 25 flashes. All right. It's interesting to see the distribution of them. No frag grenades. John Olsen doesn't like them. He goes for a double flash setup instead. Considering the pace of these rounds, I definitely understand it. Need someone to be lobbing over that util. Smoke down top of connector. Lucid Dream know this is going to be a mid play, so Fox adopts a bit of a more passive approach. Flash is going to come around though. This should be hit. Ooh, is the flash there? So he should be dealt with on this. Oh, before the flash even. So it goes deep towards short and blinds the T's for just a second as they come around. PTC gets one. That's all he'll be landing today. And with that, the round's pretty much already gone for D13. They should win this.
Forget there's still a deagle.
Oh god, please don't lose this. Oh no.
Yeah, I got scared there. Well, it looks like 789 is going to save the M4. I think that's a smart play. But that came a lot closer than it really needed to be. I mean, the money, it's hurting for D13, and they're going to have to take round after round after round and really chain these together. Because they can't afford to let too many slip away out of their hands.
And the issue for Lucid Dream is how close these rounds are coming. You know, this has to be something that's future-proof. And in surviving even just with one player, it hurts their economy. The reinvestment is going to pretty much all but cripple it. Their loss bonus has disappeared. Now they're only getting the 1400. So after buying up armor and utility, they're going to be in a pretty rough spot. And for Lucid Dream, considering the fact that they've got 13 on the board, they do have a little while to recover into this. I think they can afford to lose probably 2 more buy rounds before it really becomes an issue. I like the fact that they're taking an eco. This is something we were criticizing. I think it was Beyond earlier who just kept on force buying, making these hyper aggressive economic decisions. Luckily that's not coming through in this one.
Looks like it's going to be a set piece towards A. But unluckily for them, the one rifle they were able to save in the last round will be on this bomb site. The 789, already 15 kills, has a real chance to be a hero for the team. Also having to come in towards Palace to stop the pincer move. Flashbang as well. Doesn't really blind up too many opponents, however. The smokes will at least lock him out for now. So not looking like they're going to challenge this off the bat. Maybe even look to boost over, which actually could work out for them. He jumps up and spots one player. The flashbang comes in and forces him away.
You know, so far we haven't even seen PTC use the AWP. I don't think at all. At least I don't remember it. And he's bottom fragging by quite a bit. Oh no, 7 stuck around. Can he get out of there? Yes, he can. Okay, 2 AKs to be saved over in the apartments. Lucid Dream can't afford to hunt. They should just be saving. They've already lost 1 player. A reinvestment alone is going to be pretty crippling, but Mr. Cap's gone into T-spawn. He's making it quite quickly forward. I mean, they really... I think it's better to allow these weapons to be saved than risk dying and having to invest even further in. They need this little buffer of economy. Because remember, if they lose a round, it's just straight to 1400. I would also love to see this, Jason. See the stats we've got here. The picked by winner, picked by winner. I think it's going to be interesting after like 2 weeks to see the percentage of, if you've picked the map, how often those teams have won it.
Yeah. I think it'd also be interesting to see how many 11-4s we've had. Or how many like double-digit halves we had. And then it come back to being a very close match. Or a very close map, I should say. 789's low, John Olsen's low, but at least he gets the kill.
PTC was...
Been able to get...
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say he was late into window, so he couldn't really do anything about the mid push that came through, but they're prompted back eventually with D13 looking to just fully commit through Palace and Ramp. There's a lot of players here is the problem, though. They're going to run into the entirety of the Lucid Dream team. At least the others are close by to rotate through. Do some damage on this one. Fox is able to pick up one to keep that man advantage in play, and they need to find more because 7 is so low that his engagement is unlikely to go very favorably towards them. The bomb being planted. Here's the spray from... A 7 can't really afford to spray, but the flash goes over and he just straight pushes. Pops the player out of position, so Leaf's able to take him down. And Nade to go through nice and deep. That's some decent damage. Annihilation to 55 health. As they look for a little bit more. Oh, there it is. Score. Left alone to 1v2, and he swung way too wide on that one. And so 14 on the board for Lucid Dream. The bomb plant found, though. D13 are going to be in a decent position to buy up, but this will be one of their last chances.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
I wonder if Lucid Dream are going to go for the op in this round now.
Surely no.
I mean, they could, but I don't feel like they're even necessarily needing to pull it out because it's not like we've been seeing. I mean, if they have, or if they would have an op, it doesn't seem there's too many angles they could use because we've seen just so many set executes. You're not going to be able to op anyone through a smoke anyways. But they're going to stay away from it for now.
I am very surprised by that with PTC's proficiency, but I think, like you're saying, there's been such heavy utility presence from D13 that this actually stands to them. Oh, he's got a lineup for top mid molly. Are they going to push out after? I see John Olsen moving into position. This could be molly and then a flashbang around afterwards to allow John Olsen through. There's the flash. There's John Olsen's peek. He doesn't see anyone though. No one forced out of position. Player on the right side. They're going to swing through and deal with him. He's got to go back surely, but he goes forward instead. A hyper aggressive Stanson goes down, but at least found the 1-for-1. PTC and Fox claiming that mid control together, and now a man advantage. They're still getting aggressive, and it's worthwhile. Fox is spotted at the bomb.
No, this isn't going to be good. Oh, no, he turns to look towards the B site. He looks in apartments, and he's going to fall, turn it into a 2-on-2. But like you said before, Fox spotting out the bomb. Mr. Cap, it's going to be so difficult to pick this up, and Fox is going to quickly eliminate him. It's all on rate and a 1-on-2, and the money they don't have any for the next round. If you're Lucid Dream and you win this round, you're basically winning the whole map, and we're going to be going to a map 3 onto Nuke. I guess we're going to have some questions answered if we get there about why it was left open. Nay going to come in perfectly. But unfortunately, he gets caught with a flashbang out. That's 15 now for Lucid Dream. Bouncing back after their trained performance.
Who would have thought, Jason? Who would have thought? That's all I have to say. Oh no, Jason, they're not going to win this round. They're not going to win this round, Jason, because there's 2 Deagles in play. Annihilation and Mr. Cap have them. The formula predicts that the terrorist side wins this, and we go for at least one more. Only time will tell if the formula is correct, but so far, it's done us good. The nades, though, they're lined up. Smoke goes down. Here's the frag through. No damage. Okay, D13 survive a little bit longer without taking any hits. And they've yet to throw over their utility. I think all these players are going to be flashed. Possibly not Fox. He's in a good position.
Oh no, he turns back into it, but they're not really able to overwhelm his position. Spray down comes in, they get the kills, and that should do it. Annihilation 1-on-4. He has to pull off the ace to keep them alive, and I don't really see that happening. The bomb to be down inside, and I think we're going to a 3rd map. We're gonna finally get the answer to the question of why was Nuke left open. And yeah, maybe Lucid Dream, you talked about him before, as a team that you expect to do well. You have them backed in the series. And I can see why.
I gotta say, they delivered in a way I didn't expect as well. Like, PTC didn't... I'm pretty sure he didn't pick up the op at all. At least if he did, he was very underwhelming with it. And the rest of the team,